Flash fans, holy crap. Holy crap. This episode was something fierce. First, let's get into the formalities first. I'm Mr. Dark Phoenix, and this is Batman and Spider-Man bringing you guys the latest episode of The Flash. If this is the first time you're catching my channel, hit that subscribe button, because I post videos every week, and I'd love to have you guys a part of the nerdy, geeky family that we have here on YouTube. In case you haven't seen the episode yet, this is going to be a spoiler review, so come back to see me when you've seen the episode, and if you have seen it, let's jump around into the newest episode of The Flash, Fallout. Because shit, this episode hit the fan on lots of stuff, so let's get started. Firestorm is the real odd couple because they improperly fused, so you can't have a good old happy time in here when your heart's not into it. And that's what I got from it, but it's funny, they're like awkward roommates. Time travel movie references. This is why I love Cisco. This is why I love Cisco. This is why I love when Harrison was like, Doc Brown! I'm like, I hate you still, but... And they mentioned the Dothraki language, which is basically hilarious because Flash takes pop culture references and mentions it into science. Or it's like they just mention things which confirms Flash is in real time. So... keep these references coming, like, seriously. Like, I love it. Like, break your own fourth wall if you have to. I won't complain. At all. Does the government know when to stop? First off, I was really hoping this would have been an Amanda Waller scene, because then it could have been like, oh, there's superpowered beings in the world, and I have to form a Suicide Squad, people that can handle the Flash and all that stuff, but... I'm thinking they might own up to that at one point, because that could definitely be a crossover episode again. Like, Argus full force trying to attack Barry and crew and all that good stuff, so... fingers crossed that we get to see some Suicide Squad on The Flash, either this season or early next season. Proper Firestorm fusion means badass Firestorm. I loved how they merge now and they can separate. I'm really glad that they're not dragging that story out. I like how they can properly fuse and defuse, and Ronnie's in charge and Harrison's the brain, like it's supposed, like in Stein's the brain, and it's really great to see that story wasn't dragged out. You know, the problem's fixed. You had to go because you can't have help yet. That's not until season 2. You can't be like the Arrow now. You gotta wait a minute till you get your sidekicks. But that was really great how they did all that. And him flying with Barry was so badass. He's like, home? Home. Whoosh! And I was like, oh god. That was like, I literally had a smile this big. But my smile got bigger during the end of the episode. The General is a lot smarter than I thought. So, again, Amanda Waller could step her little red heels in here anytime soon. I guess I gotta get more villains, though. Yeah. Like, maybe like Livewire or Parasite and some other people to... combat with superpowered Flash, but one day we will see them on The Flash. And yeah, the Reverse Flash reveal, which we all pretty much knew, but it was still great to have confirmation and a talking Grodd. I was hoping he would talk. I was hoping he'd have his accent, and he does. And the Flash post-credit scenes are starting to be too much for me, because when I saw the zip, I was like, that ain't Barry. I'm like, that's the evil one. And he was like, good to see you again. And I'm like, oh crap, it's the evil one. He's like, who are you? Whoosh. Like, I was telling my grandmother, because my grandmother watches the show with me, and I was like, whenever he walks, someone dies. Whenever he has to get up out of his chair and use his legs, that's not good. So from now on, if you see Harrison Wells get up, just prepare for someone to die. Because it's not good when he's like, oh god, now I gotta get up. Like... it's amazing what he does. And Grodd is here. Grodd is home. Planet of the Apes. I don't care. King Kong references Donkey Kong. Monkeys are coming. The monkey world. All hail the Monkey King. Enslaved. The Monkey King. All in all, this episode was amazing. So many things that can go off from this. Firestorm going off somewhere means he's going to be trading with his powers. He might come back in full costume. I like this costume now, so I'm not complaining. I'm not saying anything about that. And all in all, this episode was just full of references and things, and Iris is a pain in the ass, and I don't like that. And Iris is a pain in the ass, and I don't like that. But all in all, besides that, everyone else is great at what they do. I cannot wait until later on down the line when shit hits the fan and we hit the time travel, because I can't wait to see how they do that. But thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode. I had a great time watching and a great time talking to you guys about it. I'm going to try something a little bit new. You can click here for my previous Flash episode reviews, including my top 5 stars and moments from the first half of this season. And you can click here for Let's Talk Comics, where we talk about comic book related stuff like Nathan Kress as Spider-Man, Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and a lot of other stuff. That's great and geeky, and I know you guys like all that content, but thank you guys so much again for tuning in to my channel. I really appreciate it. If you hit that subscribe button, you won't regret it. And always remember that through good times and bad times, remember to geek out and enjoy your lives, and I'll catch you guys March 21st for The Flash. But I'll catch you guys tomorrow for Arrow, so it makes up for it. The return of Slade Wilson.